World's biggest holes. Hello YouTube, have you ever imagined yourself taking a grand tour to the world's largest sinkhole? The horror and excitement behind these sinkholes is unbelievable. Let's see some of these pits of despair that you may just want to add to your bucket list. Number 10. Berkeley Pit. Berkeley Pit in Montana is the biggest hole in the world. Despite being renowned and famous, it actually is a tragic phenomenon due to its toxicity. The Berkeley Pit is estimated to be 1,600 meters long and 800 meters wide. It runs up to 900 feet deep. The whole process began in 1955 when it was discovered that copper lay beneath it. The company behind mining obviously secured as much land as possible just to mine this precious mineral, leaving a huge hole uncovered. Over the years, water filled the hole and dissolved the toxic copper ore, making the water in turn completely toxic. The water is actually so bad here that every year hundreds of snow geese die in this water, sadly threatening these birds to extinction. Number 9. Mir Mine. Let's just call it like it is. Most of us love wearing jewelry, necklaces, earrings, rings, and chains. Well, as it turns out, Russia possesses a lot of minerals that are shaped to all these things that you like. Mir Mine, also known as Mir Mine, is located in eastern Russia, in the Siberian region. The Mir Mine is calculated to be 525 meters deep and 1,200 meters in diameter. It's one of the biggest man-made holes in the entire world. It was dug in the 1950s as kimberlite was discovered in the area. Even though the place was shut down in 2001, mining still illegally continues in the area and is estimated to produce 5,000 pounds of diamonds annually. With money like that to be made, you kind of understand why they keep on doing it anyways. The majority of what's left now is a huge hole in the tiny town found in Russia. One of the most common themes about these holes is actually that most of them aren't the doing of Mother Nature, but sadly, man-made. It paints a pretty clear picture of man's domination of the world. Number 8. Diavik Diamond Mine. The Diavik mine is among the biggest that have ever existed. It's man-made and, as you could probably guess, it was formed due to the extraction of diamonds. Diavik mine is located in the Northwest Territories of Canada, beneath the beautiful waters of Lac de Gras where the beautiful gems lie. Its appearance is so amazing from an aerial view as it lies on an island. It's really quite interesting that these minerals lie below the land and still man can reach them with all the creativity, knowledge, and firepower he has. The companies responsible for the formation of the hole are Rio Tinto and Dominion Corporation, and they're set to operate for the next 22 years. Can you believe that this hole has produced over 100 million carats of diamond since its discovery in 2003? The hole has 4 kimberlite passings beneath it, which 3 of them have already been exploited. This 4th one is still underway and won't be completed until 2024. And before you get caught up in the fact that this is man-made and potentially damaging the ecosystem, the companies responsible have decided that when they're through, they'll let the water flow back to the hole and restore life to it again. So yes, there is some bad that they're doing, but eventually these very responsible companies will restore it back to the ecosystem, right? If you're enjoying this video, make sure to check out our other videos and share them with your friends. They might just be as thrilled as you are seeing these amazing holes and pits in the earth. Number 7. Darvaza Crater. Some places on this beautiful earth feel too diabolical to ever set your feet upon, unless you're just as tough as nails. To the Kumbaya bonfire lovers, here's one spine-chilling hole you'll surely not want to miss. The Darvaza Crater, also nicknamed the Gates to Hell, is located in the Karakum Desert of central Turkmenistan. Yes, for all my fellow Americans, that is a country. A group of Soviet geologists went to the desert to drill, as they thought it had a substantial amount of oil. What they found would make your jaw hit the floor. They found a pocket full of natural gas. It couldn't even hold the weight of their equipment, caving in. The pit measures 230 feet across and 65 feet deep. What follows might be a little bit surprising, but it does happen. The geologists couldn't let the gas escape, so they decided to burn it. They estimated it to burn off in just a few weeks. But they were shocked as the inferno burned and still to this day burns. There's creepy stories of locals saying spiders are always seen walking into the crater, not knowing they're walking to their doom. Scientists to date still haven't figured out how much gas feeds this hole, but it still burns on in amazing glory. Number 6. Bingham Canyon Mine, Utah. As you spread your wings and explore this earth, you find you often become more modest. It really makes you realize how tiny you are in comparison to the entire world. Bingham Canyon is the biggest man-made hole worldwide. The formation began in 1903 when copper ores were discovered. The pit is said to be 800 meters deep, 4,000 meters wide, and covers almost 1,900 acres of land. That is a very large piece of land. This pit led to more production of copper in the early 1900s, boosting the overall economic growth of the United States. Unfortunately, some risks did occur to these amazing holes. Lives are always in danger when it comes to working in or around areas near these holes, as a landslide can occur at any time, and in April 2013, one did. Soil and dirt were swept en masse to the bottom of the pit from the mountainside. Nowadays though, thanks to an intricate radar system that detects landslides, people are given ample time to shut the systems down and get the heck out of Dodge. Luckily in 2013, no injuries occurred. It's believed that due to these man-made formations, every 9 years these holes naturally are increasing 800 feet in depth by natural corrosion. Number 5. Empanang Gold Mine. The Empanang mine in South Africa runs 4 kilometers beneath the Earth's surface. It is the world's deepest man-made hole below ground level. There are some long-told fables about the stories in this mine. This hole is made up of many tunnels that the workers have to be ferried to and from throughout for work. This mine is so deep you could fit 5 five-star hotels on top of each other just to finally hit the tunnels from the surface. Another crazy thing they have to deal with in the Empanang gold mine is ghost miners. But don't get too spooked about the paranormal yet. Ghost miners are actually burglars who hide for up to months in the hole just to steal gold and minerals. So be careful. If you take one of these sightseeing trips offered in the mines, you just might bump into one of these ghost miners. Number 4. Chuquicamata Opencast Mine. Have you ever heard of the George Carlin quote that says, "The caterpillar does all the work, but the publicity goes to the butterfly"? Well, this fits in this situation perfectly. Chuquicamata Opencast Mine is a smelting center located in the northern area of the Chile region near Calama. This pit is 9,350 feet above sea level. You might be wondering where this unique name came from. It actually came from American natives called Chuqui who inhabited the land and used it to make weapons. This happened before the arrival of the Spanish, who eventually came and took over. This pit's also near the Atacama Desert, which contains some reserves of gold and metal, thus making its status as a desert a little bit more attractive. This one pit is estimated to provide around 25% of the copper to its nation. That led to significant growth in the area. It's been operating since 1910, marking it to be 100 years old and still aging. Most people nowadays appreciate the hole and all it's given without properly appreciating the Chuqui natives who founded it. Now isn't that sad? Could you possibly make a wild guess on what we have as the number 1 biggest hole? Let us know in the comments and hold on till you see our number 1. Number 3. Kola Superdeep Borehole. Why would someone dig through a mysterious portal without wondering what lies on the other side? The Kola Superdeep Borehole is located near the Russian border in the Pachengsky district. The Kola Superdeep Borehole actually began in 1970 when scientists wanted to explore what lies beneath the Earth's crust. Just what is down there? Can we break through it? The borehole has a diameter of 23 centimeters and a depth of 12,062 meters down. It held the title as the world's deepest hole until the Al Shashin oil well in Qatar surpassed it by reaching 12,289 meters in 2008. The scientists were making good progress, but it was cut short. As the deeper they went, they found rocks behaving like plastic. These rocks would disable their machines to an extent of breaking. Some people claim they've heard voices at night coming from the hole. No wonder it's called the Hole to Hell. The Kola borehole had to be sealed as scientists couldn't risk any calamity that could befall, or maybe what was lying there never wanted to be found. Number 2. Kimberley Diamond Mine. If you're planning to go on a vacation, you'll want to put this on the to-do list. The Kimberley Diamond Mine is the world's deepest and yet biggest hole in the world. It's found in South Africa. It's also the oldest man-made hole, as it was excavated in 1871 and closed in 1914. The hole covers 42 acres of land and is 463 meters wide. It was known as a mine for diamonds. Areas both cover an open pit and an underground mine. Work stopped at the mines in 1914 as the land became unproductive, as it reached a depth of 1,083 meters after 43 years of continuous exploitation. A fascinating fact about this pit is that it was dug by hand. Despite its captivating factor, it's also led to disagreements about what group of people actually own the right to inhabit the land. To date, Kimberley Mine stands as a site of history, art, culture, sport, and adventure to the people of South Africa and also worldwide. If you know of any other amazing giant holes, sinkholes, pits of despair, let us know in the comments and we'll add them onto the next video. And with that, it's now time for today's best pick. Today's photo was sent to us by a subscriber, so if you come across a photo online and you want to know more details about it, just send it over to us. We might even feature it in our future video. Number 1. Guatemala Sinkhole. When you look at this, you think there's a black hole on the Earth's surface. It's actually the Guatemala Sinkhole. When things are built near a volcanic mountain, there's a probability of risk involved. Imagine finding out your house is built on loose soil. Would you not feel like you're risking your life living there? Well, this is what happened in the country of Guatemala in 2010. Investigations were conducted, and it was found that the area actually had leaking underground pipes, which contributed to the sinking of soil around the area and eventually caving in, making it one of the biggest sinkholes in the entire world.